week. I am a coach with Ama La Vida, and I am here today to talk to you about how to get started with vulnerability. So vulnerability is a hot word right now in terms of leadership, in terms of how we show up with ourselves, with our employees, with our teams, with the world around us. I'm here to talk about what does it look like when you are just getting started with vulnerability. So a lot of the things that I will talk about come from the book Dare to Lead by Brené Brown. She is a PhD level social worker and researcher. She really has studied the impact of vulnerability, what it can do for your team, and she has some great strategies for how to implement this type of behavior in your everyday life. I'm going to talk to you really briefly about how you might get started with vulnerability. When we think of the word vulnerability, we think of, or at least maybe I think of when I first heard of it, like just being really open and honest and sharing what's ever on your mind, kind of doing some word vomit and then saying like, here, okay, I was open and I was vulnerable. What we really know about vulnerability is it's a lot more nuanced than that. So vulnerability is not just putting everything on the table without a filter and then saying, all right, your turn, deal with it now. Vulnerability is choosing really carefully who you share information with and what information you share, but it's information that is not being interfered with or kind of not being colored by your base level instincts of like fear or anger. So it's saying what's on your mind, what's really on your mind. So when we think about vulnerability, we might think of passion and, oh, I'm so mad and I'm going to tell you all about it. I'm not holding back. No, vulnerability is taking a step back and saying, I'm mad. What's going on here? So to start with vulnerability, there are things that happen within us that no one would even see. Like before we even open our mouths, we're practicing vulnerability. So to get started, what you would do is when you have a strong reaction, a fear or an anger or being upset, instead of saying, wow, I blew up on my employee when she was 3 minutes late because she was 3 minutes late and that makes me mad. Maybe doing some digging to see like what's really going on here. Like that reaction is a bit extreme. What kind of fear or anger or underlying emotions are really going on? So that's the very kind of beginning of vulnerability. You haven't even opened your mouth yet, but you're getting in touch with you, what you have going on inside of you, and then you do a little bit of work and present it outwards. But first and foremost, it's about taking that pause and thinking, okay, what is really going on here? I have so much more to talk about when it comes to vulnerability, but our coaching corners are short. I will be back soon, I'm sure, talking more about vulnerability, but if you'd like more details right now, I would highly recommend Brené Brown's new book, Dare to Lead. You're also welcome to work with a coach here on our team. We are experts in helping people to express what they need and lead teams with bravery, honesty, and vulnerability. Take care.